Jai Gurudev student. Good morning. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is absorption and emission spectra. Spectra is something, if you have seen this type of lines in computers, I think these things are your spectra. Now we're talking about the line spectra here, means you will get some lines like that. Now absorption and emission. So first of all, absorption spectroscopy is just like that. If you keep your hand like that, then on this white screen you will get some shadow. So from shadow you can tell that which one will be your little finger, which one will be your middle finger. So in absorption spectroscopy is similar. Actually in the computer, first of all we have taken the shadow of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, all these things. So by absorption spectroscopy we can tell that what are the radiations are absorbed. For example, from sun we are getting hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen are converting to helium. So how will confirm that hydrogen combined to give helium in sun? So this is by taking absorption spectroscopy. Spectroscopy helps us to determine. In us also we have H2SO4. This is also by knowing the spectroscopy. In emission spectroscopy, it is like that. If you have a sample like that, you have to heat that sample. Heat, or you give some light to the sample. After some time, this sample gives out some light, and in a screen, for example, this screen may be a black screen. On the screen, you will get that there is some light, lines of some light. From that, the length, breadth, height, and distance between those lines, you can tell that what are the atoms present in this one. For example, if you have glucose C6H12O6, for carbon you are getting 6 lines, hydrogen for 12 lines, oxygen again 6 lines. So this absorption on analysis of shadow means this is your little finger. So from that shadow you can tell this is the pen having some shadows. So from shadow what you are going to analysis, this is your absorption spectroscopy. Now emission is the analysis of those lines. This is the lines of some light. So this is what is called absorption and emission spectroscopy. Next one, we are going to take the line spectrum of hydrogen. So we are taking n hydrogen molecule. In hydrogen molecule we have 2 electrons, 1 electron each from hydrogen. The first electron of this hydrogen is represented by dot, this one hydrogen represented by cross. Now if you have heat that one, if you given heat or light, these are the forms of energy. So by absorbing this energy, this hydrogen molecule breaks up into hydrogen atom. So n hydrogen atom with electron, n hydrogen atom this one. Now these electrons are now in excited state. These electrons now in excited state. Now we have learned one new term, what is excited state. So if I take one example, if you have in your home, if there is 5 storage building is there, so this one is ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. So this one is ground state and rest are your excited state, where the energy is more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these are excited state where the energy is more. You know that in the ground level energy is less, height is less, but in this level there is some certain height factor and height increasing. So if I consider height increasing means whatever you tell that the height increasing means energy increasing. Now, if I consider this atom, this is hydrogen atom. Some of you may confuse that hydrogen atom having several shells. I tell that hydrogen atoms having all the shells are possible for the hydrogen atom, but the electrons of hydrogen atom belongs to the first shell. And if the electrons of hydrogen belongs to the first shell, this is called ground state. Now we know that hydrogen having one electron, if it is in one first shell, this is the ground state. Now, by heating or giving light, this electron may jump to the second shell, it may jump to the third one, it may jump to the fourth one, or it can jump to the still higher levels. So these levels, higher levels, this is the first level, this is second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these levels from 2nd to 7 levels, these are called excited state. So you remember in ground state, the electrons are present in minimum energy, and we are not writing in excited, we are not writing maximum energy, rather we are writing in higher energy. The present remains in higher energy. Now, one more analogy that I am going to tell you, that we have learned C equal to nu lambda. Whenever explaining the sum terms, you have learned C equal to nu lambda. C is the speed of light, nu is the frequency, and lambda is the wavelength. Now, mu equal to C upon lambda. Also, we know that energy is h nu, or h instead of nu you can write C by lambda. We have to write that one C by lambda. So by that, what we can conclude is that you see that energy and lambda, this is a constant, Planck constant, this is C is velocity of light is another constant. So what we are getting, that energy is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So this part you require to remember. Energy is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So by that, actually in class 10 standard you have learned that the signals are generally red in color. Whenever you traveling by road, you will get the signals are generally red in color. Why red color? Because red color having wavelength is maximum. So red color energy is very less. So energy of red is less, energy of red light is less, because wavelength is more. So one is inversely proportional to the other. So energy is, which one will be highest if you consider Vibgyor? If you consider Vibgyor, the energy of this one is less and energy of this one is more. So you can tell that from this to this there is a decrease in energy. So by that we are taking the next one is that depending on this what we have learned, actually your hydrogen, for hydrogen we are drawing, this is the ground state for hydrogen, and this n equal to 1 means first shell is the ground state for hydrogen, n equal to 2 is excited, still excited. So if we have this knowledge, then we are getting, if from the excited level, these are some lines that we have drawn from hydrogen spectrum. If from the excited level all the electrons are come back to the ground state, means n equal to 1 level, the name of this series is called Lyman series. Now if they return to the second level, now this light is red light, this is green, this is blue, this is violet. If they means in the second level, the name of the series is Balmer series, and this series, if V you write that V, this series is visible. Only this series is visible by us. So first line is coming to the red, then green, then blue, then violet. Now if you consider the energy of red light is less and energy of violet is the more. Now already we have considered, student, your in VIVGEO, left to right energy decreasing, wavelength increasing, and energy is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So what you can conclude from this one, that the energy of red light is less as its wavelength is more. Then after red we are getting green, then green, its energy is more than red because its wavelength is moderate. Blue, you see that from green to blue its wavelength is less, so its energy is more, and violet having the highest energy, and this series is called Balmer series. And if the electrons are returned to the third level, this is called Paschen series. If they return to the fourth level, they are called Brackett series. If they return to the fifth level, they are called Farn series. FUND fund, here you have to write P fund, or P is silent, that is why this is called your Farn series if they return to the fifth level. So you can easily determine why the red, blue, green, blue, violet, it is also going with this trend. Next we are taking the expression for line spectrum for hydrogen. The expression for line spectrum for hydrogen is nu bar, which can be written as 1 upon lambda, is equal to 109,677. You can also write 10, 9, 6, 7. You can write, ignore that one, you write 8. That is also okay, I think. 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square Cm inverse. Now where this is your ground state and these are your excited state. Now if where n2 equal to n1 plus 1, n1 plus 2, n1 plus 3. If you consider the Balmer series, so we have nu bar equal to 109,678. Now Balmer series ground state is 2. Here also the ground state become 2 square minus 1 by n2 square. Remember here n2 equal to 2 plus 1, 3, because n2 equal to n1 plus 1. n2 equal to 2 plus 2 become 4, 5, 6 dot dot dot. These are the excited level and this one is ground state for Balmer cells. Another point, student, we have discussed about this number was 109,677. So this number is called Rydberg constant. Now remember, this number is Rydberg constant. Now this is Rydberg constant in case of wave number. Rydberg constant in case of energy will be the different thing. So thank you, student, up to this today.